All right, what's up, speculators? Let's fire up our afternoon Power Hour broadcast Futures Fanatic channel for Tuesday, May 27, 2025. As you see in the title, today officially is the first of a series of launch webinars from a new prop firm in which I'm invested in the parent company, which is basically NeuroStreet, which owns TickBlaze, which is also going to be backing this PropShop Trader. I'm going to drop the link to sign up for the webinar right in here. That's the page that you're looking at. Also have a decided to trade the Top Step accounts a little bit today. So up a little bit there on a long gold trade, took off one. Markets up, gold down, gives us an opportunity to buy some gold there.
Order filled.
Can I get a
Position
1
closed.
in the chat if you're coming in here and picture and sound's okay? Usually there's a little bit of a delay. Over here on these PropShop evaluations, of which I have two, just took target on one of them. Looks like, yeah, there we go. We're still short from, oh, that closed both of them. So we're out of this. We close that.
Order canceled.
Go to this. And we're still short two here.
Order
Go to
modified.
there and to here. In terms of our targets, put our order up there.
Modified.
Great, thank you, everybody. I know many of you might have a bunch of questions about PropShop, and that's why they're doing these launch webinars. If I had to sum it up, essentially it's going to be kind of a next generation Apex, if you will. Similar programs. They do have direct to funding. You can buy quite a bit of accounts if that's your thing. But the real key to what I'm doing with this launch is
synchronized.
I think
Position open.
We just hit target there. Let me see what's going on. Okay, cool. This is our +1 right here, right there. So the key to this launch that's going to make it different, in my opinion, is that since NeuroStreet owns TickBlaze, TickBlaze is part of the PropShop, you're going to be able to try a new platform if you want, as well as any Rhythmic other supported platform except for Ninja. So Ninja is a closed system. If you're not playing ball with Ninja and Tradeovate, then you're not going to be able to trade on Ninja as any prop firm. So that's actually a good thing to look for an alternative. I know there's plenty of alternatives out there. Quant Tower, Addis, Motive Wave, many things that you can trade on. But what I've done is go, and people that are in my group will be familiar with this, is I've recreated the two primary strategies that you're going to see me trade in here. And if you end up signing up for PropShop and then downloading the ebook or getting on my list in any way, shape, or form, because I'm not exactly sure whether they're going to share customer information. I don't think I'm going to be entitled to customer information. It's a little bit of a conflict. So if you want to get access to this full workspace, you're going to either have to be a member of my group, or I'll provide some links over the course of this week while I'm streaming. They'll be in the description, and you can just indicate that you had signed up for the webinar or had purchased something maybe in the future as soon as that's available, and then I'll get you out this entire workspace. And we're also going to be thinking about some ways in which you can come into the trade room maybe for a little bit longer than the typical trial period. So we got all that going on, and I'm excited about it. It's finally happened. It's been a long time coming. Markets are obviously higher today, so they took the new tariff, just kidding, news over the weekend, or delay again, or however you want to look at it. I personally think that the timing is all around continuous insider trading, but most trading is insider trading. But we're seeing the the most telegraphed kind of moves. All the call buying that happened on Friday morning, like there's so much call buying, as if someone knew, hey, this is a brief event. It'll be over by the end of today. I mean, they bid it up off the Friday lows, right? And we had that holiday, so I mean, the S&P, obviously, MES, this look right here. Everything's a V bottom, right? Everything's a V bottom. Whoa. Whoops. Whoa. Just kidding. Gap again. Go again. Look at this move from 57.50s all the way up to basically we could hit 59.50s today, so 200 points. And I count Monday as a basically not even a trading day. All right, but here for the afternoon, I'm just simple small short the NASDAQ. Ads up there at the +2s, which will be right here. And if we get a really strong close, I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to sell the 21,500 calls. I need those to be about the 50 delta at the time I put them on. I've traded those 3 times now and been able to pick that top 3 times in a row. There was some news. Yes, so there's a reset if you blow the account. Don't blow accounts. There's a limited number of resets that you can buy per account. Some other fail safes they put in. No one follows my advice, so so all the questions on the prop shop, just sign up for the webinar launch, and they'll all be in there. I can't answer. There's so many questions I've already gotten from the email that I sent. So that's the purpose of this launch. Just go on the launch. They'll ask all the questions. There's question and answer at the end of it, so there's plenty of time for people to ask additional questions. So all your questions can be answered there. But yes, there's essentially no DCA. There is some limited hedging. If the entire intent is to go long and short various things in various accounts, then you're going to get flagged. But the thing that's nice is that they have built in risk management that will literally flag the trade at the end of the session, not in real time, but by the end of the session, once the rhythmic servers are reset and they have all the data, they will flag any trade that has violated a rule. So you'll know in real time if there's a trade or a series of trades that have violated a rule. This is far before you request a payout or anything like that. So there's none of this review period that goes in. There's almost no manual review that's going to be required. All right, so just check the link in the description or what I put in the chat. You can find out more about that. When we come back up here to symmetrical double tops on the NASDAQ,
Order pending.
I will get a short going on here.
Order pending. Order filled.
So get this got a short going on up here.
Order pending.
All right, I'm gonna sell the +2s up here as well as sort of high of day.
Pending.
Could see a move back up there.
Order pending.
And for you Dow traders, I haven't forgot about you. We're chopping around here. This to me would be a little bit of a chop offer zone that's formed in there. So you can see something like that. So you can just lay out orders here.
Order pending.
Remember, is there a possibility for a market that's up 700 to go up 1,000? Of course. So what do you do if it starts to really move higher? I was discussing this today in my group. Let's go through it again. I do this
Order
all the time.
pending.
I don't know where the ruler is here. Is there a ruler on here? I haven't messed around with that. Ruler, there we go. All right, so let's measure from this level, oops, from this level to here. Yikes. It's a weird way to do it. Let me get rid of that. Let's try that again. Just starting to work with this here. Ruler. All right, I want to go from here. I don't want it to highlight that. Don't highlight that. Stop highlighting that. Let's try it again. There we go. Oh, it already did it. There we go. So 119 ticks, right? Okay. 119 ticks. So if you wanted a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio, reward to risk, if you will, and you had 119 ticks to your target from your entry, where would you place your stop? I'm just going to answer this for you. You place it 120 points above this level right here. Now you could reference what's going on over here as well. Can we go up another 120 points? Of course. I mean, look at all that overhead supply from where we were threatening some all-time highs again on all these markets. I still have these orders resting down here from this morning that were buys.
Order modified.
Probably unlikely that these get filled, but I'm going to leave them down there. We can get a tape bomb at any time. So the answer is again, I'm not going to answer any questions about the prop shop. Just get on the webinar and all your questions will be answered. So the most important thing is I'm involved. So this one will scale and grow very quickly. And if you behave and trade the way I describe it, if you trade like a drunk monkey, all bets are off. I really have no idea how any firms are going to continue to deal with people that trade in over leverage and erratic manner, or trade accounts against each other, or or honestly even concerned about trailing drawdown. But you can purchase kind of whatever you want. They have end of day, whatever you want over there. Okay. And I know there'll be some people that are just going to go ahead and purchase 20 straight to funded accounts and trade one against the other and do all kinds of things and see if that still qualifies them for something. And fine. I mean, the team over there is well aware of all the shots that are going to be taken. Yes, the TDG template is automatically set up. So when you get it from me, you literally just import it here and it will look exactly like what you see on the screen, including the settings that I have for. The only thing we're having trouble with right now is the swing levels, which I've turned off because they were causing some errors. So there won't be Ninja and Tradeovate because that's essentially a direct competitor, and Ninja and Tradeovate have also, or they're the same company. Ninja has become kind of the Gestapo of this prop world. The firms that have come that are late to the game and that are offering Tradeovate, it costs them a fortune, and I don't know if it's going to change with Kraken, the new ownership over there, or if they're going to continue to be total idiots and try to extort the amount of money. Just to give you an idea, there are firms that are paying, and not the Apexes of the world who are doing this early on and have some much better pricing. Apex and some of the older firms pay a lot just based on volume and the amount of traders they have. But there's some newer firms offering Tradeovate because they thought they needed to. Tradeovate Ninja, if you will. And if those that are interested in all the firms that provide Tradeovate, as far as I know, it's all the ones that are listed on my blog post right here. So right here. So the simplest way to multi-prop, as I point out here, is to use Ninja and any firm that supports Tradeovate. But some of the folks on this list are paying a ridiculous amount of money to Tradeovate, hence Ninja, for an OMS that's not that good, and for a platform that's not even the native platform anymore. In other words, people are trading Tradeovate accounts specifically on Ninja, which is great, super convenient. I mean, I have that setup going on over here. I mean, that's what I have. Most of those are Tradeovate accounts, right? So, but the answer is no, and the answer as to why I think a lot of these, I don't think, I know almost every one of these firms within the next year will have a relationship with TickBlaze, because we're building a new OMS too. And OMS stands for Order Management System, which is what you're basically getting from Tradeovate, is like this order management system. By the way, this is starting to go our favor here, so we'll take another one here. Let's just see if
Order filled.
Okay.
Position closed.
All right, and then right here we're short 2. Take another
Order
one.
filled.
There we go. Anyone short the market here a little bit? So it's going in our favor now, which is nice. A little bit in our favor.
Order filled. Order filled.
Brad, you're short the market a little bit? So it is rhythmic. That's what it is, gang. So it's rhythmic. So at PropShop, you can use any rhythmic platform except Ninja, because Ninja is a closed system. Oof. So you can use any rhythmic supported platform, or you can do what I suggest, which is learn this strategy that's going to keep you in line with all the rules at the prop firm, give you a high probability way to see markets and framework, all the good stuff. This is no joke. I've been testing it for a little while here, and part of the I wasn't on the official test plans, but they had 20 or 30 traders, mostly internally, and then some others that had no problem getting all sideways, blowing accounts up, doing all kinds of things, trading, claiming, it's fun for them, right? Oh, you're supposed to blow this up? Oh, watch, I can do that. I swear to you guys, I can't do it. The only way I can do it is by literally not trading in any way, shape, or form the way I show and teach on here. Even with size, you guys, even with size. Now, if I add 2 or 5 or 10 ES or NQ, of course I can do something. And they don't need me to test that because that's already been tested. But I'll be broadcasting here every day. We have it in the mornings as well. You can do U-Boo. Your mileage may vary. Do whatever you want. But if you do things even close to this, I quite literally, over the last month, I have not been able to, I can't even get to a negative balance. Now, as I said, after testing a few things, I just started to trade the strategy properly, which is all it is. So here you go on the MES. It's up here. I can trade high of day or what have you. Now, also you could say, well, it's outside day up. This is the prior session high. You shouldn't even be trading anything from the short side. That's fine too. If you want to buy some pullbacks today, those worked as well, but we're finally getting a little bit of a retracement. Look at this this pattern here, right? We got POC is at 59.06. You got a high volume node here at R1. You got all this up here. And it's probably a crapshoot. I would suspect that markets go up and make another challenge at all-time highs, just freak out any of the shorts that were remaining. But, what do I know? I'm wrong all the time.
Order filled.
And what's the best market to play around with? It's the Dow Jones right here, right?
Order modified.
So, no trade in the Dow Jones. But I ain't mad at you if you want to do something like this. You buy a pullback to
Order pending.
To the +2s.
Order modified. Order pending.
There we go.
Order
Here,
modified.
right here.
Order pending.
We'll sell that up there. I know
Order
this looks
pending.
like it's right click and then so it's a 2-click. We will be adding 1-click orders, so you literally just boom, 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 and then hotkeys and other things like that. So yeah, no, I know you guys could all come in, or a lot of you could come in and just blow things up all over the place. What it really ultimately is the delta between what I show and what you guys do, with the caveat that there's plenty of times in which I'm holding an unprofitable position for probably 1 or 2 times what your entire daily risk budget will be. But that's because I do trade these with slightly larger risk budgets that I've earned the right to use. So your mission, should you choose to accept it. Did anyone see Mission Impossible? I didn't go see it. I heard it's pretty good. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to practice and develop your own situational fluency so that you can make a immediate and easy determination as to whether selling these highs with a slope like this on the Dow Jones up 700 points late in the day is a trade you take or not. Because it's not something that anyone should or claim to teach you. These rules that you put on sticky notes and stuff. That's not how the market works. Look at this slope right here.
Order canceled.
Oops, I canceled an order. See that?
Order pending.
Or even buying this pullback to the plus ones at this time of the day. Look, every price tick is random. There's certain higher probabilities of things occurring, such as price will stay within 2 standard deviations of VWAP about 80% of the time. On the S&P, we only tested it on the S&P. So even on this move up here, look, did we stay within? Have we stayed within 2 standard deviations 100% of today? This is before the cash session. So where's the cash session? Right here. Cash session means a New York Open. So there it is, right there. So mark this right here. How do you draw a vertical line? Vertical line? Here we go. Vertical line. I'm going to be learning this platform with you guys. Here we go. Da, da, da. Ding, there's the bell. All right, there's the bell. How much time did we spend outside of 2 standard deviations today? Well, we were outside for, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes there on a trade that ended up being profitable if you shorted. And then how about this one? How about this one? There's a 38 to 25. Right, and let's go through the measurement. This ruler tool is weird to me. I'm trying to learn how to, all right, I touch it from here to here. All right, 74 ticks, 18 points, right? So let's say you wanted a 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio, and your target from your entry, which by the way did get hit, right? Enter here, cover here. But Rod, what if it goes higher? What do I do? Shut up. I'm really getting tired of those questions. I really am. Because a lot of the people are asking them again and again and again, or I get killed on this and that and this and that. Did you enter at that level? No. I was just short for the whole day. I was short for the whole day. And my last one was here, and then it finally went in my favor, and I took a teeny bit off. How about if you just took this trade and this trade on the short side? Anyway, the answer is if you want a 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio and your first target is 18 points, put a stop about 9 points above, and you're done. And you have a completely dynamic, real-time entry, target, and stop. Not at some bullshit swing level or some structure or some level that's most likely a level where the whole market happens to be hanging out. All right, if you're just joining, we're here to talk about the launch of PropShop. Make sure you get on the webinar and check it out. Ah, I know. What I have to do is come in and just get in a trade so that I don't hear this nonsense about it's all doctored. All right, there we
Order
go.
modified.
Okay. So let me get back in here so I keep these both in sync. I'll just drag that into price.
Order modified. Order
Okay.
filled.
So we're
Position open.
short
Order
Nazi,
modified.
which has a really good chance of coming up here and kissing this level again. So just wait for that level. And if you're newer, do the Dow Jones. Dow Jones is in this zone now, but I'm
Order
going to
modified.
leave it
Order
alone.
filled.
I believe it's east, so it should be like at 10 o'clock. Do they not say that on the, does it not say it on the ES, Eastern Standard Time? Right here. So there's one today. I didn't watch it, so I'm not sure. I ain't sure.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted.
By the way, on this Nazi, if you're the type that wants to buy this pullback to the plus one, and you've done that before on big up days and seen strong closes, and that's the way you're going to run it, then great. For me, a pullback of by the way, so the +2 to +1 worked on every instrument today. There it is on the ES. There it is on the NASDAQ. No, it hasn't worked on the Dow yet. So your +2 entries, this one wasn't profitable at all. So I sold here, short, and I covered it here. So you see that? That's a loss. That's a loser. But now it gives me the opportunity to have a fresh set of eyes for a move here. Let me see. Yeah, I'm down $200 in each of these accounts today. But we'll watch the Nazi because I have a position on there. Yes, we're using the same settings that I have on Ninja. Same settings as Ninja. 128. All right, so there's a good question from Samuel about using the range trader to affect trades in stay in your lane or just in general. So let's talk about today. Today is an outside day up for all the stock indices, right? It was an outside day down for gold, made gold a nice buy this morning. So the prior session high is right here, 58.95, and now it's in a bull continuation pattern. It's kind of bull neutral, but came down here, violated the T-line for a little bit, swung off the pivot, and now we've moved higher basically for several hours before pulling back. All right, so we are in a bull continuation pattern or bull neutral, outside day up, okay? When you're in a bull continuation pattern or a bear continuation pattern, it doesn't mean that you only take trades in the direction of the 30-minute trend. It's just a way to quickly identify trend on a 30-minute time frame, which I use because that's back from the floor trader days of like the TPO and all that time price opportunity and some of the ways people teach some order flow and stuff. So I'm just looking to be consistent. I'm just using a simple volume profile here, and one moving average that we tested literally thousands and thousands of combinations, and we found that a 233 EMA on 30-minute time frames or higher, you can apply it to another one if, to lower time frames if you'd like, gives you a quick way to reference trend. So doesn't mean that in a bull trend you don't take shorts, doesn't mean in a bear trend you don't take longs. It's just a way to inform the framework. Now, when it comes to being outside of the prior session's range, does it eliminate taking a +1 versus waiting for a +2? No, it does not, but it's also another factor to consider. So for instance, we have a number of very enlightened traders in our group that have found, wow, I suck and lose money every time I'm trying to short the market on an outside day up. So you know what? Just like the doctor says this hurts, stop doing that. Just stop doing that. So I went and was sparring and boxing with my shoulder just hurting like hell, thinking, well, it's just like anything else. When you do something new, if I just push through it a little bit, the pain and the injury will go away. Well, that's not true. I've completely effed up my shoulder now. So just don't do that. So I'm not trying to be flippant. It's a great question. When you're outside day up, just know that that's a factor. It does make shorting and mean reversion a little bit more difficult. But the other thing that comes in is like, okay, well, I'm an outside day up. Cool. But remember, on the ES, what did we have on the ES today? We had all the range inside of the bands. So even on an outside day up, we had all the range inside the bands. Now, does anyone want to guess why I could have told you that that was going to be the case today? That even on an outside day up, and even if we continue to extend beyond the basic gap that we got from the Monday holiday open or whatever, I won't keep you guessing. I could have with 99% certainty told you that the +2s would be very manageable today. And the reason is because the action already happened, right? The action already happened. It also helps that we went back in and retested the overnight lows a little bit, but the action had already happened. This is just sort of this classic give back and go. And when that happens, it's not escape velocity. It's not this crazy escape velocity that you have to deal with. We've all seen this escape velocity, and now we're getting tape bombs to the upside and the downside. And when you're offside on a 250-point NASDAQ move over the course of an hour or half an hour and a 70-plus ES move, it sucks. But if that move has already happened and you come in and change from close, you're like, oh, the Dow's up 400 or 500 points, the S&P was up 70, the NASDAQ was up 250, 300. It's only added another 155 points. It's not going to get outside of these volatility bands when it's doing that. So good question, Samuel. Hopefully I answered it in a way that you were picking up what I'm putting down. All right. Why is my stream delayed? What does that mean? I have a 20-second delay because I have been informed by certain folks that that's the best way to do it as you try to build a little bit of an audience, not because I'm trying to hide an order or anything or keep it's just the best thing to do. No, I think you can tighten the stream by less than 20 seconds, I think it does allow you to go close to real time, but I should be happy that I finally gotten to the level where the bots are attacking every time I stream. So every time I stream, I get 0 real comments. Oh, there's the 12:50 10 minutes till I get 0 real comments, which is fine. I don't need a lot of interaction after the fact. And all kinds of bots that come in and do bullshit around crypto wallets. Hey, I forgot my crypto wallet. Can you tell me how to do this, that, and the other? So delays are for the safety of the streamer. All right, what do you think? $60, is that enough on my little scalp here? All right, this is chicken shit, but I didn't want to. I'm going to put a buy stop here, which is going to get hit. I guarantee it. And then,
Order submitted.
all right, so I'm short the ZN right here. This is a live trade. Gonna take a ride straight through the other side.
Order filled.
All right, stopped out. Stopped out. Oh, well. All right, I want my money back. Nothing exciting happening here. Nothing to see here. You want to fight the strong down to the close? Let's just do it. Sell the ask here. By the way, I'm going to save you a ton of money. Anytime you want to get involved in anything and you don't have a resting limit order, if you're looking to get short, you hit the sell ask button. If you're looking to get long, you hit the buy bid button. You're welcome. I've just saved you quite possibly millions of dollars in demo better fills. If you're looking to cover a short on the downside, you don't have a limit order, just buy the bid. If you're looking to exit a long on the upside and it's going in your favor, sell the ask. Instead, don't hit the market button because the market button is going to give you the bid. Sell the ask, and then you get that little bit of additional momentum. And things like the NASDAQ, sometimes that can be 4 ticks. Picking up what I'm putting down? Preach! Preach! All right, we got 8 more minutes left. Make sure you guys check the description down below, or if you're not already, sign up for one of these webinars. Okay. You don't have to use PropShop. There's so many different options out there. But if you're one of those ones that likes the multiple accounts and likes to be able to use copiers, then it's worthwhile checking them out. And again, if you sign up and find out a little bit about what I'm doing here, the best way to do it is to join my trade room for a little bit. But we did a promo where we did sort of stay in the room until you pass. That was a disaster on many fronts. The first way it was a disaster was that particular prop firm went out of business, which really sucked. But it was even more of a disaster because I was able to find 20, 30 people that were still hanging out in the room after they had passed, after they had taken a payout from the firm and they got money before the firm went out of business. So I sorry all you broke people. I cannot extend like crazy deals anymore. It just makes no sense. No sense. All right, short the Dow Jones. Anyone sell that right there? See if we can salvage our day. There is a chance to not get filled. That is true. But here's the thing. I'm referring to exiting profitable positions or entering at a level that you want to enter at. In both of those cases, the only time you need to hit the close or market button is more of an oh shit moment and I need to be out. But trust me, buy, bid, sell, ask, you will find that you'll get filled 9 times out of 10. And the time that you don't, just take the order and drag it into price, which essentially makes it a market order, right? So let me hit the sell ask right now, right? Sell ask.
Order filled.
Filled immediately. Sell ask.
Order filled.
Order filled, right? So there we go. We're 2 for 2. And if for some reason I didn't get filled, I would have an order resting here, a sell limit, and I could just drag it right into price, right?
Order
Speaking
filled.
of, let's put an order right here.
Order pending.
What does it cost to get these indicators set up? $0. I'm going to give away this entire workspace built out on TickBlaze, plus all the training you would need, completely for free. There's no indicators on here that cost anything. They're all included with TickBlaze. I'm going to be coding up a couple that will be for members of our group. such as the extreme turn and a few others, but all right, Dow, what we gonna do? What you gonna do when you go up to? No cost for the indicators. I answered that. Some people do stupid things. All right, I'm just reviewing. All right, we got 5 more minutes. So if you do have an actual question, pop it in there. If it's not related to PropShop, PropShop is launching with a series of long webinars where it'll be, I didn't listen to the one today. I'm imagining, if I had to guess, it's 80-90% sales, which is fine, just selling you on the idea. And then you can ask any questions you want about how it's going to work. But it's all very detailed once you get into the thing. They got all the how it works, all the get started. Let me see if I can log in here. I got my 2 accounts. I got my KYC verified. You are going to have to do a whole KYC if you want to do any direct accounts, because that protects the firm against the groups that buy a bunch of them and then charge back everything. The whole chargeback scam. I don't have Ninja on the screen. This isn't Ninja. This is TickBlaze. I do have Ninja right here. With my brilliant, beautiful, long gold trade right there. This is not a paid endorsement. I do have a guy that wants me to do commercials and stuff, but I've never really got around to it. But if you guys haven't tried this stuff from Root, it is so good. It's like freeze dried, or I don't know the process. But you know what? All that's in here is zucchini, avocado oil, and sea salt. That's it. And then this is the best beef jerky. So this packet has 32 grams of protein, no sugar. Macros are amazing. This thing has 2 pounds of vegetables in it. This whole bag is 240 calories for the whole bag. And I eat like 2 bags of this because it's so damn good. So if you're a snacker, give it a go. Look at this chop fest going on here down to the close. That's right, Kermit chips. Dimitar, the best thing to do, buddy, and everybody else, is check out
Order
my
filled.
website.
Order filled.
Oh, here we go. Now they're moving up. They're buying them into the close a little bit.
Order filled.
Order filled.
Order filled.
Check out my website, tradersdevgroup.com. Download the ebook. Look at all the stuff in the description of this stream. And, see, we're going up. Maybe we get to this +2s.
Order modified.
Nazi, on its way. I'm
Order
going to
modified.
I'd
Order
leave that order on if I wanted to try to figure out how to blow things up.
Order
but
canceled.
let's just wait till the actual
Order
level.
modified.
I'm incapable of not trading the strategy. Oh, don't stop me out, Gold. Don't stop me out, because I'm having a good time. All right, we made it to 1 o'clock. That was all I needed to do. All right, thanks for watching the stream, everybody. Really appreciate it. Make sure you stay green, trade like you mean it. I didn't have the ebook up here, but that's another good way to get in touch with what we got going on here. So let me give you this. This will direct you towards all sorts of goodness in terms of how to run these programs so that you don't have to worry about all the rules and things like that. Yes, you need to know what they are, but just trade risk-adjusted returns, trade small accounts properly, use micros, think risk first, and PropShop Trader or any prop firm, you can turn it into a cash cow. You really can. All right. All right, everybody. Be good. Stay green. We'll see you tomorrow in the trade room or on the stream.